Are we rolling? Happy World Mental Health Day. And where am I looking? Am I looking right here?
Yeah.
Like right this? I feel like I can see myself. I really love that. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Jackson, and we're on the beach. Happy World Mental Health Day and happy third anniversary. I am that I am. Can you imagine? It's 3 years already, I love it. I'm not about to get emotional, but sitting here, hearing the waves, my foot in the sand, I'm honored. I'm honored to have been able to create a product that not only is helping others, but is also helping me. And it's crazy because I want to be my authentic self. I want to be honest. And the questions you're about to ask me, I had planned answers. The truth of the matter is, we're all struggling. We're all struggling. I'm struggling. I am struggling with my time. I'm struggling with figuring out what I should do next. I'm struggling because I have so much going on. And I'm sure my struggle resonates with everybody else because we all have the same issues. It's not easy. And I think that's the best way and the most vulnerable, intimate way of talking about I am that I am. I am struggling, but I'm hopeful. And a tool that I have designed continues to help me. And that's the coloring book that helps me keep calm. So when people really ask me, why did you create I Am That I Am? I created it for me. I created it for people like me who are struggling with relaxing. I'm a workaholic. My God, this is the most, can we stop shooting? Because it's a little too vulnerable.
Why did you pick a coloring book?
I needed something that was basic and rudimentary. And I find that I write a lot. And so when I was introduced to the idea of adult coloring, I quickly kind of fell in love with it. So the answer to why did I choose coloring, you don't need to think about it. And my entire life is overthinking. So I created that and chose that path. For me as a creative that needs to relax, that needs a tool for me to calm down, so it works.
Would you say that you doing a coloring book would be giving persons that out to describe what's happening in their life through color?
Oh, that's a very profound question about coloring being the metaphor for life. I never thought about it that way, but absolutely. It's you telling your story in a way that at some point you can control and then at some other point you can't. But it's also you expressing the way that you feel. You can color in the line, you can color outside of the line. That's seriously a decision that you can take or not take. A lot of times, I really just sit and look at the page because a part of coloring is processing, thinking about, okay, what colors do I want here? Or even saying, you know what, I'm going to color the tree purple. Oh, you've never seen a purple tree? In my book, there's gonna be a purple tree. So it's the expressive nature of life and coloring that is not linear or sometimes really unexpected, with or without control. But it continues because that's life.
Or Jamaica has high suicide rates, especially in men. Saying, okay, they want to take their mental health into their hands. If they take up a coloring book, they may see themselves as possibly less of a man because of that. What would you say to those persons that probably have that worry or concern in their mind?
My job is to help to destigmatize. It's really, really hard for men based on socialization, based on how they were raised, and not all, but most men think they have to be tough and not vulnerable. And coloring can be vulnerable. It is expressing yourself in a way that you have not before. My word of encouragement is, it's okay not to be okay. And if you're not feeling okay, yes, you can use the tool I've created, which is I Am That I Am adult coloring book, or you can talk to somebody, or you can go and spend a day at the beach, whatever you think is best. But I promise you, you are worth it. It is hard. It's hard for all of us. As I'm speaking here, I'm struggling with how I'm going to control next week's narrative of my life. I don't know how I'm going to manage, but I know I will talk to my camera person. I know I can call my mom. I know that I have the resources there to help me. So I'll relax, I'll breathe, I'll close my eyes as I'm doing now, and I will sigh, and then I'll go back to it.
So it's been 3 years, 3 wonderful years, 3 years filled with color.
3 years of bringing light and coloring to people's life via I Am That I Am, yes.
How has the reception been like over these last 3 years?
The reception has been really great. I think a lot of persons are like, okay, so what's next? I was like, wait, just give me a little bit more time now. I think we've been doing very well in Fontana stores across the island of Jamaica. I think we've been doing exceptionally well on Amazon, and because of access, and then it's worldwide access. So the book is available in Australia, Canada, it's available in the US, etc., UK. And so that has been really good for us, because when persons see the ads, or when they happen to buck up on our social media pages, which is I Am That I Am JA, they're quickly able to access the product. And for me, that has been amazing. But not just somebody buying the book, but also somebody coming back and saying, oh my God, thank you. I've had multiple persons saying, listen, I've been struggling with cancer. I've been struggling with just work-life balance. I've been looking for something for a little escape. Like, I've been looking for something to do to help calm my mind. And like, I think it's worth it. I think the first time somebody sent me a DM and said thank you, I legit started bawling. I was like, I helped someone. And one person, the first person, and I'll never forget it, because at that point I figured I have made an impact. And me creating the product, this is the reason why I did that.
This is a very candid conversation, right?
And I'm very uncomfortable with this candid conversation.
But it's important because you had a plan. We had an original plan, we had a launch, rollout, everything, and we decided to change it last minute.
Thank you for that question. We had to change the plan, and we changed the plan of how we would celebrate the 3rd anniversary of I Am That I Am now twice. The first day, we had the whole crew, team, my friends, to come to my house in the bush to have coffee with me, walk to Cafe Blue with me, color, talk about the journey. And each person that I would have invited would have been a part of the process for the last 3 years. We woke up the morning and it started to rain. And why the f you asked me that question? So it started to rain, as it is raining on my face. And I was so mad. And not just started to rain, it was overcast. Like, if you guys tried to drive up the hill, there probably would be an accident because of the fog. Anyways, it was the only weekend I had free, because all of my weekends are packed for the next couple of weeks. And so, on the morning of the shoot, to celebrate I Am That I Am's 3rd anniversary, I had to pivot. And I'm crying because I'm so mad when things don't go the way I want. But isn't that how life works? Isn't that just life?
Choose your own color.
You choose your own color. Whether you decide to color the lines or not. You really do. And then we decided, okay, we are going to shoot when I am at work working. we'll find early morning to shoot, and then we'll pick up another day the following day when I get back into Kingston and at home, but then I have work. So I have to cancel that day. And so the shoot is now me being vulnerable on a chair, bearing my soul to the world that I have never done before. And yeah, I've never cried on camera, and I'm positive that I am going to beg the team not to show this. I am positive, 100% positive, that I do not want this to go out in the world. I think we should, because then it shows that I'm human. It shows that this facade that I put up all the time can be broken down. The Jacqueline Jackson facade, but it's because I don't have the time to be vulnerable, because I lead multiple teams. I'm in charge. I've never been a follower. I'm a leader. And it is very hard to be a producer. It's very hard. And so this morning, I woke up early for the shoot, and I just sat there thinking, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I just want to sleep in. I just want to have a cup of coffee. I just want to swim. But that's life, you know? You get up and you try, and you have a cup of coffee, and you call her, and you call your mother, and mommy, I just so tired. And she's gonna say, it's okay to be tired. It's all right. You don't can't sleep tonight. It's like, that's not the point. But the point is, you're gonna be okay. We are going to be okay. And as we celebrate this third I am that I am, I want everyone to be clear that life is not perfect. Life is not linear. Life is not easy, but we have each other. And sometimes we have to recognize and remember that no man is an island. And I have had to lean on my team and my mom and my circle of friends for the last couple months, because this year it's been particularly difficult. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot that is required of me, and I have to stand firm. And I want to say that we'll be okay, and that together we'll figure it out. You know, we're all struggling in different ways, and I want us to remember that there's always a way out, and that you are beautifully made, and that it will work out. Mommy usually say and says, it'll be all right. It always work out. It not always work out. May not be the exact way you want it to.
What would you have to say for the year coming ahead for you, yourself, as well as for the persons with the book and I Am That I Am?
I think for the year coming, I think it is going to be the affirmation I'm thinking about, that we all should be thinking about, is I am intentional. I am intentional. I'm intentional about my rest. I'm intentional about my health. I'm intentional about who I love. I'm intentional about my circle. I'm intentional about the projects that I will pick to work on. I'm intentional about staying in my lane. I'm intentional about the people that I will continue to love. All right, so I'm going to be reading something that we had drafted for that first initial shoot. And I think it pretty much sums up the 3-year anniversary of I Am That I Am, and how we feel about the journey that we have taken and about the journey that we continue to take.
Happy World Mental Health Day!
3 years ago, I planted a seed, a simple idea that calm creativity could live side by side. What started as sketches and colors on a page has grown into a journey of healing, of growth, and of community. In these hills, because at that time, we were gonna shoot in the hills, I'm reminded that every step forward is a step toward peace of mind. Walking, stretching, moving my body, it clears the path for creativity and reminds me to breathe deeply, to be present. Some mornings, all I need is a cup of coffee and quiet. Sitting still, steam rising, I let gratitude settle in my bones. With pen in hand, I write what my heart is too full to say out loud, a mirror, a release, a way to realign. And then there's color. Coloring has taught me to slow down, to celebrate the joy hidden in the smallest details, to be okay coloring outside the lines. It's in these little acts of play that I have found calm. But it's not just about me. Friendship has been my medicine. Laughter has been my therapy. Together, we've shared meals, tears, wins, setbacks. Together, we've learned that wellness isn't a solo act. It's a chorus. Nature is my reset button. Trees don't rush, yet everything is accomplished. The mountains whisper that growth is slow, steady, and always worth it. And here, surrounded by sea, sand, I'm reminded of strength, of calm and silence. 3 years in, I celebrate more than a coloring book. I celebrate a lifestyle of calm, color, and connection. This is I Am That I Am, a reminder to sit back, relax, create, and color.